Ever feel like Dr. Google gives you the worst case scenario for health stuff? Yeah, me too. Here's the real story on this zapping contraption from someone who actually went through it. Let's talk transcranial magnetic stimulation, a newish type of depression treatment that sounds like something out of a sci-fi, right? Let's dish on the good, the bad, the cramps I wish I knew about. No, seriously, the cramps. The internet. Not always the most encouraging source of information. You start researching a new treatment like TMS, and bam, you're bombarded with all the information. Suddenly, I was reading about seizures, and the top search result, TMS ruined my life. Suddenly, the treatment option that my trusted psychiatrist had recommended to me sounds like a torture device. After some serious consideration, I did end up doing TMS, and overall, it was a positive experience. But it feels like people typically only share horror stories and vague, just do it platitudes. And let me tell you, there were some things I really wish I would have known beforehand. So grab a cup of coffee, and let's dive into a practical guide on how to have a better TMS experience. All right. Let's first talk about the elephant in the room. Or should I say the giant contraption zapping my brain? How does TMS even work? The idea is that it uses magnetic pulses to target specific regions of your brain associated with mood regulation. The hope is that these pulses can actually stimulate the growth of new connections between brain cells and get those happy signals flowing again. That is the science. Now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the actual treatment process. Before you get yourself too excited and picture yourself sleeping peacefully in this super comfy-looking device, tempting, I know, there are a few things to keep in mind. The first thing to know: don't fall asleep during treatment. It's important that the magnetic pulses have a clear pathway to those specific regions of your brain, and dozing off can actually interfere with that. So while it's definitely okay to relax and even close your eyes, maybe bring a stress ball or a fidget toy with you to help stay awake. And maybe don't schedule your recurring daily appointment at 8 a.m. like I did, because the text didn't tell me about the no sleeping rule. And I definitely dozed off a few times. And hey, some folks even swear by drinking coffee before your treatment. They say it boosts the effect. Second, make sure you're happy with your med combo before starting TMS. Double check those side effects. I would not recommend starting a new medication right before TMS because you likely won't be able to tweak your meds after starting treatment. Why? Well, they want to know if it's actually the TMS that helped you, not some type of med tweak, right? And the last thing you want to happen is to be intensely constipated for 2 months, like yours truly. No, I had to have a very humiliating doctor's visit. Turns out the stress of, let's say, bathroom issues started triggering vasovagal syncope. Yeah, that's fancy doctor talk for fainting from pushing too hard. Make sure your meds are playing nice before you dive into TMS. Trust me, your digestive system and your sanity will thank you. Next, check your calendar. A standard TMS treatment plan usually involves daily sessions for about 4 to 6 weeks, not including weekends. So before you jump in, take a long look at your upcoming plans. Family reunion coming up? Maybe reschedule your start date. If you miss sessions or constantly reschedule, it can disrupt the rhythm and actually weaken the effectiveness of your treatment. Fourth, be a chair diva. Comfort is key during treatment. Do not be afraid to be picky about your positioning in that chair during the setup. Because, I'm sorry, do you see this metal head clamp? Yeah, that thing is not doing your neck any favors. And if the chair's screwing you over too, you're basically just done for, leading to some pretty gnarly cramps, especially in your neck. I did bilateral stimulation, which means they stimulated both sides of my brain, which is supposed to help with both depression and anxiety. So my session was longer than normal. It was an hour a day. And if you're doing the treatment for OCD, the sessions are even longer. And the first chunk of my sessions sucked because I was in so much pain, and the text told me they could not change the chair until halfway through treatment. Advocate for yourself. Remember, a relaxed body is a happy body, and a happy body might just mean better TMS results. If you do get stuck in that situation, here's what I used. They're these stick-on menstrual heating packs, and I just stuck one on the back of my neck. Hello. Hey, you're good. Oh no, you're totally fine. Thank you. Number 5. Pick out non-distressing media. Remember how TMS uses magnetic pulses to stimulate certain parts of your brain? Well, research indicates that listening to upsetting stuff can actually stimulate that exact part of your brain that TMS is trying to target. Kind of like creating static on a radio signal. This static can potentially disrupt the very communication pathways that TMS is trying to strengthen. So maybe pass on the true crime just for now. There was actually a rule at my clinic that you could not watch the news. And one time I turned on the TV and immediately saw Trump's orange face. So someone was breaking the rules, that's all I'm saying. At like 7 a.m. too. Woo! Boy howdy. So, TMS? Not a magic bullet, but it was a tool in my toolbox to fight depression. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear more about my results. If you take away one thing from this video, don't forget to be your own advocate during treatment. And if you're considering TMS, hit that subscribe button for more raw and real stories about the mental health treatments that I've personally tried myself. Because I've tried a whole bunch of crap, and I don't mean crap in a bad way, I'm sorry. Some of it worked, but a lot of it hasn't. Including ketamine treatment. So, yep, did that. Now, hit me with your best questions in the comments below. I'm happy to dish all about the experience as the queen of awkward head cramps. I actually said that without stuttering the first time. Impressive.
5 minutes later.
Research suggests. Big thanks for joining me on this journey. Remember, there is no shame in seeking treatment or in needing help. Alright, that is all the brain juice I have for today. And no, the helmet actually doesn't charge your brain, so... Still tired. May your coffee be strong and your side effects mild. Bye for now!